Hey, so in this video, I'll be showing you how we can create many fake data with Factory Boy. But before this, let's see again the relationship we have. I think I will show it in DBeaver. That's in ER diagram, it's much more understandable. So that's the category. Look at the ER diagram. You would see we have a one-to-many relationship with the post category. Yeah, each category can have many post category, and at the same time, the post category will have a relationship with one-to-many with the post. This is many-to-many relationship. We will have three tables, and they will be like this, as you can see. This means many-to-many relationship between the category and the post. Each category have many posts or could be assigned to multiple posts, and at the same time, each post could have many categories, and we do this by this table here. And in Django, we actually did this by creating a model for this class, for this table, and we added these custom properties on it, like the weight, for example. Okay, so now if you want to actually, or I think the best thing here to show you first the documentation. So simple many-to-many relationship, and they will do it like this. So we have a group and we have a user, and obviously each user can have many groups, and each group could have also many users. Okay, so we have the group factory. That's fine. We have the user factory, and as you can see, we have this factory post generation. This is called a hook. This will be activated after generating a specific user, for example, using the user factory. And the way we use this is written here. So we will call the create function. We will pass the groups, and this name groups should match the name of the method here that have been decorated with this hook. So for each user we create, we will assign, or we will add it into these three groups. And to get these three groups, we will use the group factory class. So this is it for the basic usage. It's really simple. I don't think we need video about this, but I will show you now the through, which is the thing we actually did. And as you can see, let me go back to the code. If you go to the post models, you will see we used actually the through like argument to specify the name of the junction table that actually combines the category and the post in a many-to-many relationship. So this is the example that we want to follow. You can actually read it and not watch the video, but I'll try to explain it as much as I can. Yeah, the example is a little bit long, but as you can see, we have these are the models. This is the many-to-many model, the junction table, sorry. We have the user factory, the group factory. They are both looking normal to us at this point. This is the group level factory. This is the junction table factory. And as you can see, it have two properties, and they are both sub-factory, which they will point to the group factory and the user factory. Everything here is fine. And here is where we are like dealing with the many-to-many relationship. So user with the group factory. So here for each user, we will generate a group and assign it to it. And it will be, and this could be doable with the related factory function or class. You will pass to it the factory for the junction table, and you will give it what field should assign this value to. So this user generated here, and as you can see, it's actually extending the user factory. So I will generate a user here. The ID from this user will be actually assigned to the related name, which is the user here. So user underscore ID in the group level factory will be the generated user. Yeah, I think in code it will be much simpler. So let's actually come here. So first thing, since our relationship is between the post and the category, let's actually create a factory for the categories, right? And yeah, this will be like this, factories.python, and this actually import from factories.django. Not sure why I don't have autocomplete. but I should have it. Yeah, sorry, from factory .django import Django model factory, and from factory import faker, and from model enum import the category names. If you remember, these are the categories we have, and as an enum. Now class category factory will extend the Django model factory as usual, and after this we will have name. Remember, in this class, in this model, sorry, we have name, and it will be one of the choices from the enum. Let's actually do this, and to do it we need to replace this with the fuzzy function, and from it we will have fuzzy choice function, and we will just pass to it the category names as it is, like this. And let's actually now create the meta class model. We will go like to the category, then to the category class, and this is a shortcut. I think I already said this, to category.models.category class, like this. This is a shortcut. So let's actually try to run this and see the error message that we might actually face and try to fix it. So let's go to the seed command, and let's actually comment this out and import from category factories, import category factory, and let's actually just like create. And if you think about it, if we pass 10, for example, we don't have 10 in the category name slide, we have 7. So we need to always create 7. So let's actually do this. Or you can actually import this enum and access the link for it. Like this. So we can do this. This will also work. And let's actually test it. I'm gonna open PowerShell, close this one to activate, and then I will activate my virtual environment. And that's it. So Python manage seed. We should see an error that telling us about some unique constraints about the name. Now, if you think about it, this will randomly generate this, like this rule will randomly generate or select one of the category names, and because it's random we might actually select something that already exists. Now the simple solution to this, which I don't like that much, is to add the get or create into the meta class, which will actually it will do the following. If I try to insert data that already exists, I won't do anything. If the data does not exist, I will insert it. So let's actually go to the database, and let's actually open the category. We will see these. Go to the data, we will see these. Let's actually delete them, and let's now run this again. As you can see, no errors and about the constraints or whatever, and we have these. But what if I want all of them to be actually added into the database? There is an easy way. So we have this category factory, and we can use it like this, like create, and we can pass to it a custom name. So I can pass a name manually here, and everything I pass here will override my role. Okay. So what I can do in the seed is the following. Let me just look at the code. So for key value in the category names.choices, this will return like a list of tuples, and now I can just call this. I will leave this as a comment like here for your reference. Then dot create name will be equal to the key. The value for some reason will not be like this. Only the first character will be capital. So I'm gonna use just the key. And since we don't have enums in SQLite, it will just accept that. Let me actually show you first, because it makes sense that we use the value, right? Let me show you. Okay, I deleted everything. Let me run the seed command. Okay. As you can see, we have all of them, the 7, but I don't like these names because they should all be capital, right? And that is exist in the key. And again, SQLite actually does not have an enum, that's why it accepted everything. If we have an enum, this will be like the database will throw an error when we switch to Postgres. So now run it again. Now we should have everything we want. That's it. And actually, I'm gonna leave this because if I run the seeds again, I don't want this to throw an error because of the unique constraints, right? Because I actually have this as a unique here, so unique true. So I'm gonna leave this here. I hope this was clear. Now, let's actually generate the many-to-many relationship. So if you think about it, each user we create, let's go to the user factory, we'll create a list of posts between 1 or 5 for that specific user. And let's actually continue the chain. So each user we create will actually use the post factory. It's like this. Yeah, anyway. It will use the post factory to actually generate that user and assign the user ID to that post. To generate the post and use the user ID to assign it to that post. So yeah, again, we will generate a user. Each user will generate a list of posts for each user, okay? And then we'll assign the user ID to that post data. And what we need to put here is like, hey, for each post you create, go and assign multiple post category or assign multiple categories to it in the post category table. And to do this, it won't be hard, but let me start by creating a model or a factory called category post factory for the category post class or model, sorry. And it will extend this model as usual. Now the post here will be equal to sub factory to the post factory below, and I'm just gonna use the string reference like this, factories dot post factory, and I'll copy this, and this will be the category. And by the way, the way that you should get these names is from the model itself. So let's actually go to the model, and as you can see, this will have a weight, post, and a category. So let's actually put the post, as you can see. Now we'll get the category and just put it here. Now we need also the weight. The weight will be equal to, it's actually from factory, import fuzzy dot choice, fuzzy choice, sorry. This would randomly select any weight. We need to import model enums, import the weight, and that's it. Okay, now we can actually use this. This will randomly select any post and any category and assign them, but you could face like a unique constraint because it could assign the same post ID and category ID again in the same record. So you could face that if you want to use it on its own. But what I'm gonna do is come to the post factory and actually generate a list of categories. Okay. Let me actually look at the code. Yeah, and this categories comes from, oh, sorry, that's my alarm. Comes from here. So as you can see, that each post can have multiple categories, and I'm gonna populate them using I think the related factory list, which I need to import from here. So related factory list. So I'm gonna import many of them or generate many of them. If you will generate only one, just use related factory. So I'm gonna use the category post factory for this, and the factory related name. This is like, hey, this like model generated some data, and to add the foreign key, use the post key. So the generated model from here will be assigned in the post like field in this factory, which will be the post ID. And for each post, you need to create actually like a random number of categories, okay? And we will do this the same way we actually did it previously. So just use the random function like this. Now, if you think about it, this will randomly select like a bunch of categories and assign them to this post using the category post factory. So since this is random, we could actually select the same category twice, which will throw a unique constraint error. And to fix this, we need actually to come here to the meta class. First, this define the model will be equal to the post, then category post, which is the junction table. Now we need to actually add a Django get or create the category and the post. So if you try to assign the same category with the same post again, it will not throw an error because this will randomly select a bunch of categories. So it could theoretically select the same category twice, and this could fail actually. So yeah, that's it. So the flow will go like this. We will generate a user. Each user randomly, the factory boy behind the scenes will generate a bunch of posts for that user and add the user ID in those posts. Now for each post here, we will create a bunch of categories using the category post factory class, and that's it. Yeah, let's actually clear the database first. I'm gonna clear everything. So go to the post. It's now clear. Go to the users, and that's it. So let's actually run the seed command. Hopefully no errors. Maximum depth. Not sure to be honest, so we can debug this together. I'm just checking the code, the previous code, the current code. Everything in this file looks fine. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. This should be the category factory, right? So this should point to the, yeah, I think that's the error. Sometimes the error messages are not like descriptive. So the post factory has no attribute category factory. And this should not be from here. This should be from the category factories. Now it should work. It works. Yeah, we have the posts 56, and we only should have 48 users. Why is that? I think this is because sometimes it failed. Let's actually run this again. Let's clear the database and run this again, just to double check that everything works fine. Okay. Okay. We should have, yeah, let's refresh. Sorry. We should have 10 users, and we should have like randomly generated posts. We have 32. So all of these for the same user. Okay. Now this actually go to the category. We have all of these 7. Now to the post category, we should see these. So as you can see, yeah, this is for the same post. It got assigned these 3 categories, which is number 32, number 31, and 37. So yeah, everything works nicely. So I think this will be it for faking data. I hope this covers the basics. Maybe this video was a little bit boring. I'm really tired, so yeah, I don't know. But I think in the next video, I will start showing you how we can actually query this data with some CRUD operations. And the CRUD stands for it's an acronym, okay? For create, R for read, U for update, D for delete. So I'm gonna show you how we can actually do all of these queries with the Django RM in very powerful way with the clean syntax. I like the Django RM. It's really nice. So I'm gonna start with the read. I'm gonna show you how you can join data and create subqueries and stuff like this, group by, counts. I hope it will be useful. And yeah, that's it. Bye.